Bungu banga. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my video. Like always, I want you to check out my sound and check out my music. And always, so Yahoo me, like always, Google, the whole nine yard. Understand? Join me on Facebook and YouTube. I want to talk about self. There's a lot of videos about self and one knowing their true self. And I was checking some things about the human of self. So I begin to study I self first. Because I see a lot of people hearing thoughts and not correcting self. You know, so because sometimes one would want to do a wrong thing, but he do not have control of his full self, so he go ahead and do the wrong thing. But while he was doing the wrong thing, he was not thinking of the what gonna happen when he do it, or what come after when he commit that wrong thing. You understand? So I look at the level of the people and how they're checking self. Now, some people we in a home and living with someone and they would cheat and do all sorts of deceitful things outside, but they never think about what happened when the person find out. So they don't know how to correct self. You understand? So I realize you have like tons of other self. You understand? And one of the most important self is to want to see the negative self or know the negative self. And when the negative self is trying to take you onto a level where you're gonna F up all self. You know, so when I say F up all self, you'll lose all what you got. You know, you're doing something little like this to mess up yourself. You understand? Or maybe you have a good woman or a woman have a good man, and suddenly she want to do something wrong or take someone that below that person. You understand? Or he or she not correct himself to realize if I does that, it's gonna be liquor self. I'm gonna lose everything for just one little action. You understand? But when you study the inner self, it's something that I discover. Because sometimes I have self of me will tell me to reborn myself, and I would see a beautiful woman, and my within myself, I thought would have come to me, and his thought would have be like, talk to that person. Then I have another angle where he tell me, no, my feelings say, I don't feel like deal with that person. But in the ghetto area, where we at, you be like, I like that person. Suddenly you just say you don't want to like that person, so you want to beef that person, you know. And a lot of people don't know their jealous self, and that cause a lot of separation. And then some people have hate of self. You got to check those self, man. I did cameras on this, man. Believe me, man. And if you check your eating self, your drinking self, your likely self, your friendly self, your laughing self, your cheerful self, or your clean up self, your joyful self, your bond self, your selling self, it's still you, but you is a part of you. You're ditching out. You understand? And each person you meet, they have a self, and some of them don't know how to control self. This is why sometimes one person can control a tons of other self. Understand? And this is what the law of the earth do, man. He feed your things. When he feed you, you start to believe in him. So he control all your stuff. So if a person like me coming with certain things and talking to you, right away you're gonna look at me crazy because he control your belief self. And that belief self is not researching to check self. You know, because if you're smart, you'd have to do a check on yourself. Or if somebody say this person is like that, you're supposed to go back and check if the person is actually like that. That would be your checker self, your correct self. You understand? People don't do that no more. So this is what causes a lot of deceptions and fall in self of a lot of people. Understand? So you see the self in your morning, check yourself. It's good in the morning. Your spirit talk to you. And within you, if you get to know it more, you get more wiser. You see things more different. But the people that are around you, they are not going to see you like how they used to see you once you discover the full true self. And when you know the full true self and start to go off of what yourself telling you to do, you understand. But even if you is a wolf self, a robber self, man, check out correct self. Because sometimes you're going to do a wolf self and you never check what going to happen after that. You get locked, all yourself get locked down. You understand? So, all right, people, check out my music like always. STAYFRY, Deal Figure Entertainment. Join me on Facebook and YouTube. If you like what I do, you'll share my videos. There are tons of people out there. You know, I don't come with the he say, she say. I always exclusive. All right, people. What I'm going to say at the end of the video, boom, go bang.